anyị amapụkwacha na nzu n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke nzu eke ka anyị mapụrụ wee na-asị na anyị ọchị ka anyị na-achọ ka anyị wapụ n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke wee na-asịkwa Chukwu okike abịa ma okike kele ụwa gbasebe n'igwe nwanne otu onye na ya jibe n'aka abụọ ọjị nke nwe oge kọrọ ọjị ya wee sa were akwụkwọ egwu na-agabịa na mmezu wee na-asịkwa anyanwụ ụtụtụ nke na-awara Igbo nke na-awara ọjị nke na-awara Igbo nke na-awara olu wakela anyị na-eke wakela anyị n'oge wakela anyị n'afọ wakela anyị na nkwụ dị na ọnọdụ dancing song wey love and challenge enu wụrụ ọjị ana wụrụ ọjị mbụ wụrụ ọjị agide wụrụ ọjị ndị ichie na ndị ọzọ na ndị kwuru eziokwu ka nka ndị nwere ọgụ Biafra 1967 stroke 1970 our fathers our mothers our brothers our sisters our cousins our nephews our friends ndị nụrụ ọgụ Biafra 1967 so unu bịa wụrụ ọjị ya n'ogbe ka anyị weta ya n'ibe ka unu bịa wụrụ ọjị n'ogbe taa ka anyị wetakwa n'ibe ka unu gbabara ya osiarịarị na be ndị mmụọ ka gbabara na osiarị na be ndị mmadụ ndị na Chukwu ngị na gị na ihe Naịjirịa na ozi were enu wụrụ ọjị ana wụrụ ọjị mbụ na egede ndị ichie na ndị ọzọ ka unu wụrụ ọjị ya kwukwere n'azụ ka anyị na-ekwu n'ọjị n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ ekekere ya na-ekwu okwu ya bụ ndụ anyị na-eke ndụ anyị n'orie ndụ anyị na-afọ ndụ anyị na nkwọ ekeketara anyị ọma ka ododo tara anyị ọma ka afụfụ tara anyị ọma ka nkwọ kwụtara anyị ọma ahịa na izu na nọ nke ndị Igbo ji eme ihe na ndị Igbo Chukwu okike abịa ma nke onwe gị mara ya were asị na ya na-ekwu na eke ka anyị na-ekwu n'orie ya na-ekwu n'ode ka anyị na-ekwu n'afọ ya na-ekwu n'afọ ka anyị na-ekwu na nkwọ ka anyị na-ekwu na nkwọ ka anyị na-ekwu n'ụtụtụ ka anyị na-ekwu n'ụtụtụ ka anyị na-ekwu n'ehihie ka anyị na-ekwukwo n'ehihie ka anyị na-ekwu n'anyasị bụ ya anyị na-ekwu bụ Biafra ka anyị na-ekwu na eke ka Biafra ka anyị na-ekwu n'owe na-asị Chukwu okike abịa ma dododo onye ndụ anyị bụ Maazị Nnamdị Kanụ dubia na eke dubia na ode dubia na afọ dubia na nkwọ dubia na ụtụtụ dubia na ehihie dubia na anyasị dubia na mazi adịghị n'aka ihe oriri ya ṅụ dịghị n'aka bụ ụzọ ma bịara azụ kpuchite aka ọkụkọ si ekpuchite ụmụ ya alapụkwara na ọdịrị arafụrụ bịa n'oruru ahịhịa n'ụbọchị nkata otu esi gwa ka oge si wadị n'aha Great Chukwu okike abịa ma onye anyị na-akpụ isi ala enye mgbe niile na-asị dododo ụmụnne m ụmụ Biafra ekeketara na ihe ọma ka o rewe rutere na ihe ọma ka afọ wefụtara na ihe ọma ka ndụ anyị na-eke ndụ anyị n'orie ndụ anyị na afọ ndụ anyị na nkwọ n'aha anyị na-akpọ Chukwu okike abịa ma okike kele ụwa gbasiri n'igwe nwanne otu onye aṅụrụ aṅụrụ na kwere kwame ya ụgwọ narị atụ egwu agbakwuru zuru ike onye ike niile dị n'ọba nka ya Adonai ancient of days Elohim of our forefathers, Elohim of our ancestors, El Shaddai, Hashem, Most High God, Chukwu okike abịa ma we committed our leader n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke anyị na-asị n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke n'isi onye ndu anyị bụ Maazị Nnamdị Okwu Kanụ the Yeshua of our time, the Irokotri of our time, Ọhamadike one ọnụ na-ekwuru Igbo niile ọnụ na-ekwuru Biafra niile wee na-asị n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke na naba anyị ndụ ya na-eke ndụ ya n'orie ndụ ya n'afọ ndụ ya na nkwọ ndụ ya n'ụtụtụ ndụ ya n'ehihie ndụ ya n'anyasị gị na Chukwu gị na gị na ya na-ejere ala ozi gị na ya na-ejere ozi wee na-asịkwa Chukwu abịa ma dododo nakwa nwanne anyị nwoke bụkwa our prime minister Biafra government in exile autopilot Maazị Simon Ekpa wee na-asị Chukwu okike abịa ma n'ụbọchị taa bụkwara ụbọchị bụrụ eke na n'Igbo niile mmụọ eke ngị bụ ihe ihe ọmasị na ihe ga-eri aka mmụọ orie ngị bụ mmiri ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ ndụ agha bụ ndụ mmiri iji agha bụ ije mmiri mmụọ afọ ngị bụ ana ya echekọta ya na eke chekọta ya n'orie chekọta ya na afọ chekọta ya na nkwọ mmụọ nkwọ ngị bụ ikuku na ihe ọma si na ikuku ga-eri aka na ndụ ya ga-adị na eke na ndụ ya ga-adị n'orie na ndụ ya ga-adị n'afọ na ndụ ya ga-adị na nkwọ eje anaghị abụrụ isi ije wee na-asịkwa Chukwu okike abịa ma okike kele ụwa na ọ ga-adị ka echi na echi adị agwụ agwụ n'osisi pụtara ife dị bụ ogbo na ojiri egbu agha Maazị Nnamdị Kanụ ojiri egbu Maazị Nnamdị Kanụ ojiri egbu Simon Ekpa m ga-egbu onwe ya ọ ga-etinye isi ya ngị na Chukwu ngị na ngị na ihe Naịjirịa na ozi ngị na-agwụ nsị ọha mehie ngị na ndị mbụ ndị egede ndị ichie ndị ọzọ ndị kwuru eziokwu ka nka Chukwu debere ọkọrọfọ ọkọrọ nkwọ ha ọma ha nwa eze nọrọ n'ihu ndị nkọ ha duru mgboke duru zom iwu duru obi nwụba anụ ụmụ duru n'isi eke otu a si kwu ya ka o kesi anụ ọkịja niile otu a si kwu ya ka o kesi wede n'aha Great Chukwu okike abịa ma onye anyị na-akpụ isi ala enye mgbe niile a na-agwọ ọ na-ere nke mere ji oyi eme ọzọ isi emeghị nwere anụ n'ebe ya wee na-asịkwa Chukwu okike abịa ma n'isi ụmụ IPOB indigenous people of Biafra the genuine ones indeed working as seriously to make sure that Biafra is restored in Biafraland. Eze Chukwu okike abịa ma also the principal officers of IPOB and also the principal officers of Biafra government in exile autopilot kekeketara na ihe ọma ka o rerotara na ihe ọma ka fụfụtara na ihe ọma ka fụfụtara na ihe ọma ndụ anyị na-eke ndụ anyị n'orie ndụ anyị na afọ ndụ anyị na nkwọ gina chukwu gina na gina nye Nigeria na ozi gina nye Nigeria na asọ kidi ozi chukwu okike abịa ma okike kele ụwa gbasị dị n'igbe when I say the angel chukwu okike abịa ma also guide us and protect us till Biafra is restored in Biafraland. Anywhere we are going chukwu okike abịa ma n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke mmụọ eke ndị ibi ihe masị na ihe bịa ga-eru anyị aka mmụọ orie gị bụ mmiri ihe masị na mmiri ga-eru anyị aka mmụọ afọ gị bụ ana ihe masị na ga-eru anyị aka mmụọ nkwọ gị bụ ikuku na ihe masị na ikuku ga-eru anyị aka n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke gị na chukwu gị na ihe Nigeria na ozi gị na ihe ana na-ekele ozi gị na agwụ nsị ọha mee onye ọbụla mama aka nzu na aka nzu dị mma na we are whiter than snow na nzu enwe ntụpọ na Igbo na nzu bụ omenala Igbo niile na nzu bụ izizi na-enye mmadụ na mmadụ bịa ebe mmadụ na ya na-ekwu okwu n'ụbọchị nke taa chukwu okike abịa ma na-ekwu ya na-ekwu okwu bụ Biafra ka anyị na-ekwu okwu bụ nwoke ọ bụ nwaanyị ọ bụ ndị onye ọbụla wherever they are planning evil against the total restoration of the kingdom of chukwu okike abịa ma na National Government House of Assembly, House of Senate, House of Rep, local government chairman, council chief, community leaders, whatever they are planning evil against the children of the Most High, against Biafra restoration, against our leader, also against the Prime Minister of Biafra government in Nigeria, our brother Mazi Simon Ekpa. When I say the chukwu okike abịa ma okwu ọjọọ dị n'ekwu ngọmana ahụ wekwa n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị bụrụ eke n'oge jiri aha ozo kpasa ụkpasa na eke ozu akpọsa ụkpasa na orie ụkpasa ụkpasa na afọ ụkpasa ụkpasa na nkwọ n'ụbọchị ndụ ha niile oge chiri aha azụ ihe niile bụ ihe ụjọ ọjọọ kwuru n'isi anyị ọ bụ iziri na nke a gbara n'isi anyị were sị chukwu okike abịa ma any evil plans of enemy in our land, in our Biafra restoration, whatever they are in planning against the total restoration of the kingdom of Chukwu in this planet Earth, in our sort of government house, House of Representatives, House of Assembly, House of Senate, House of Rep, local government chairman, councilor chief, community leaders, traditional leaders, whatever they are in their planet Earth, in the four corners of this planet Earth, in their marine kingdom, in their Owonu kingdom, in their Ekaka kingdom, planning evil against the total restoration of the kingdom of Chukwu Kabamai. Let their evil plan turn against their life. In Eke, Ngina Chukunginana, in Orie, Ngina Chukunginana, in Afo, Ngina Chukunginana, no Toto. The evil plans of enemy will go back to them. In the mighty name of Chukwu Kabamai. Ana wa onele Kabamai. When I say about Kata, the land of the rising sun, we will love and cherish. I want to kind of monitor the land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. The land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. I get to go to Kariam. I want to get a wallable. You know, Wakela in a Wakela in the Wakela in for Wakela in for Wakela in to Wakela in a Wakela in. I got book here. I go and I got the question that you had that was somebody found it, but I have to. I can't try Biafra, go to try Biafra, come for try Biafra, come for try Biafra, and to Kungana. I saw Biafra that I got this year and a promise. This year, no, the Winston, this year, this year, well, I you work the Gabia, you could get a low, but Sibini, one to one young Langundo, where Kama, you go and I to Wabakulas Unica. When I send a one night, woke up Biafra United, Channel, television. No boss at table, boss, a break. Dubiana, Dubiano, Dubiana for Dubiana, for Dubiano, to Dubiana, Dubiana. Or Popiana Matia, the Ganaka, you and young the Ganaka to cook Cabia, my borders and my areas, Pushia Cocose, Pushitomoya, Arab, and I had great food. When I spent almost in Qatar, the land of the rising sun, we love and cherish you to cook Cabia, my Okikalo, Basibinigua. I want to get a worry, get a wallow, Wakela in a Wakela, no, the Wakela enough, Wakela and Wakela, not to Wakela in a Wakela in Ayaso. Why number time? The land of the rising sun, we love and cherish. I want to know what's in Qatar, I know Kupanisia. Wakela and a Wakela, no, the Wakela enough. No more IPOB, Nisumu Biafra, Nina. Wakela in a Wakela, no, the Wakela enough, Wakela and Wakela, not to Wakela in a Wakela in Ayaso. For number time, the Ganaka, the Ganaka. Bura is my area, so Chukwu Kikabia Monisi one night work Biafra United Channel. Twice you open this circle, Nisumu Biafra in there, Nisumu IPOB in there, Nisu indigenous people of Biafra in there. No boss at all, boss a breaker, but twice you could go get away. Now, a great Chukwu Kikabia, I ain't a BCA, Bonina. And I walk on air, came the joy and Makosa.
Ise Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. You are welcome to this very live presentation. This very live broadcast is reaching you live and direct all the way from the studio of Biafra Unite Channel / television. We are live and direct. We have come this very evening to do the needful, which is very, very important. This very evening broadcast is going to go down the record lane. And I want every one of you to pay very good attention as we delve into today's affair. We are not going to take your time. I want us to be very, very fast and brief. I will try as much as possible to make it an interactive section from the very beginning, so that once you join me, if you have anything to say concerning the topic, concerning today's topic, concerning the upcoming sit at home, our aims and objectives, you will be able to call in and make your contribution. You all are highly welcome, my wonderful people of Biafra, and of course, the lovers of freedom who have joined me live and direct from the studio. I will do the normal thing that we usually do by recognizing some of you. As I can see your names in the comment section, Harrison, you are welcome. I can see you. Onyema, you are welcome. Johnny Kenna, you are welcome. I can see you. Zasa, Dada Zasa, you are welcome. Sonny, you are welcome. My own person, you are welcome. I can see you. Good man, you are welcome. Mwapotife, you are welcome. Chukwebuka, you are welcome. Dania, you are welcome. Diana, you are welcome. Harrison, you are welcome. Ndubisi, I can see you. Victor Bolo, you are welcome. I can see you. Helsing, you are welcome. Obiezwe Michael, you are welcome. I can see you. Abuye, you are welcome to this very live presentation. Amuche, you are welcome. Dada, you are welcome. Tochi, Tochi, you are welcome. Chibuzo, you are welcome. I can see you. Frederick, Obioma, I can see you. You're welcome to this very live presentation. Aboni Fani, you're welcome. Enuma, you're welcome. Elo Chuku, I can see you. Chooks Bext, I can see you. Christian Mba, Akwenwebe, Aridon, Armstrong. Oh my goodness me. Helen Peters, my own person, you are welcome to this very live presentation. Oh Sita, you're welcome. I can see you all. Oh my goodness me. Ostino TV, you're welcome. You all are highly welcome to this very live presentation this very evening. We are not going to take your time. Let us run straight and move with speed. You all know that we have something very, very critical at hand. As usual, I wanted to come and do something different this very evening. But of course, ndị gboturu inu si na onye ụlọ ya na-agba ọkụ ama nrapụ unu na-agba ọkụ na-achụ oke. Therefore, we have to do the needful, the necessity, because ndị gboturu inu si na ọ na-abụ anụ gbaa aja ọsọ agba ya aja egbe. There is a necessary thing that we have to do this very evening, not just this very evening. Moving forward, we will continue hammering on it in order to awaken our people, also to let them understand what we have at hand. Thank you. Once you are joining me, please endeavor to do the needful by liking and, of course, sharing the broadcast, irrespective of the platform you are watching from. We are live and direct from 3 different platforms. Our new YouTube channel, which is Biafra Unite TV, our Facebook page, which is Biafra Unite Television, and of course, our new Facebook page, which is also Biafra Unite TV. We are live and direct, and I want to assure you that Chukwokika Biamabineli Igwe is bearing us witness. This very gospel must be preached irrespective of what the enemies can do or what they have planned. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. We keep on marching until we get to our, of course, our promised land. Now, after the preamble, because I said I'm not going to waste your time, let us delve straight into the matter. The first thing I want us to talk about this very evening is the upcoming 3-day sit at home. Biko, if you haven't liked and shared the broadcast, I wonder what you are waiting for. It is very, very important that you do so, because we must let others know that we are live and direct, and we are here to do the needful. I will be showing you the publication from one of the Zoo Gota media platforms, which of course was made available by the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. It is a statement from the office of the PM that was published by one of the Zoo media outlets. They had a lot of Zoo platforms published it as well, not just only one. But of course, we are not going to read from every single Zoo platform. We are going to read from one alone in order to use it to educate us. And of course, I will be reading from no other one than the Daily Post. I have talked about it during during my pre-recorded broadcast this very afternoon, but I also promised during that very broadcast that I will come live this very evening at exactly 7 p.m. Biafran time to elaborate on it. And now, the time right now, as at the time of this very broadcast, or should I say this very moment that I'm talking to you, is 20 minutes past 7 p.m. Biafra time. So wherever you are joining me from, it is 20 minutes top of the hour from your own location, irrespective of the continent. It doesn't matter where you are. It is right now 20 minutes top of the hour. So that means we are live and direct. And I want to assure you that Chukwokika Abiama is with us. Now, going by what you see on your screen, please keep liking and sharing this very broadcast. Is very, very important. If you are here in Biafra territory, I want you to know that every individual in Biafraland must hear this news. This is very, very important, not just for the remembrance of the heroes and heroines of Biafra that fell during the genocidal war against the Biafran people between 1967 to 1970, but of course, it is also beneficial to Biafra declaration moving forward. So therefore, do the needful as we proceed. Everybody in Biafra land must know about this, so you don't say you were not told. The enemies are quaking. They have seen the handwriting on the wall. The enemies have understood that Biafra is here. They know right now, as I'm talking to you right now, the enemies are aware that Biafra is going. Therefore, they want to utilize every opportunity given to them to kill as many as they can. They are utilizing every single opportunity to send as many Biafrans to judgment as they can, and we are not going to allow that. Of course, we have the Biafran Army, Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Resistance Fighters, and Biafra Navy in the coast, who are fighting diligently, standing tall against the terrorists in uniform who are coming here to massacre our people. But we are not going to allow ourselves to be used for propaganda. We are not going to allow ourselves to be used as scapegoat, because what they do is when they are being dealt with by the Biafra Liberation Army, BLA, they will go and look for innocent Biafrans who are going about their normal and innocent businesses and send them to judgment, use them for propaganda in order to show their bosses in Abuja that they are working. So therefore, having noticed the strategies of the enemies of the terrorists in uniform, we are not going to give them that opportunity. We are not going to use our own hand to give them the opportunity to use us as scapegoats and, of course, propaganda. So what do? We have to pay attention to every directives given to us by the Biafra Republic government in exile through the office of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And now, as you can see on your screen, we want to read Civil War Anniversary. Why every Biafran should observe sit at home. Biafra Republic government in exile, BRGIE. Now, I have heard, listen, what I'm about to say right now is very, very important and necessary that I say it. I have heard anụrụ kepu kepu. There some people, there are some people who are shouting on top of their voices in one corner, trying to deceive our people that it is only one single day that we are observing sit at home, which is on the 30th of May. Pay attention, my people. Just like what I just said a couple of seconds ago, that the Zoo Janjaweed terrorists in military uniform are when they are being dealt with by the BLA, they will go on the street and look for innocent Biafrans to massacre and, of course, use them for propaganda. They will take pictures and videos, send it to Abuja in order to please their bosses for propaganda and, of course, for promotion. They will claim that they have neutralized BLA members. They don't even use that word BLA. They use Eastern Security Network and IPOB. That is what they do, because they believe that IPOB is being proscribed by the southeastern governors. So therefore, when it's being proscribed as a terrorist organization, they believe that they are, legally sending them to judgment because they are terrorists. That's what they believe. And going by the law of the zoo, they believe that they are protected by the law because they are sending to judgment a group of terrorists who have been, legally categorized as a terrorist group by the governors of the Southeast, the Igbo governors, led by the then governor of Ebonyi State, Devil Omahi. Pay attention. What I'm telling you now is very, very important. I want you to confirm, because I see a signal. I see in the comment if my voice is coming out clear. Confirm right now before we proceed. If my voice is coming out clear, please confirm. I have seen a low network signal from my system. Please confirm. Can you hear me? Biafrans, can you hear me? Should I continue or should I refresh? If my voice is coming out clear, let me know right now, please. Okay, fine. Let's move. Now, after Barrister Lawyer Jimako challenged that very prescription of IPOB in Federal High Court in Umuahia, it was it was that very proscription of IPOB is illegal. Listen, the proscription of IPOB is illegal because there is no any law that backs it, and there is no any activities of IPOB that proves to the that proves to be a terrorist organization. Are you getting what I'm saying? So, but the zoo is a lawless country, it's a lawless entity that does not respect the rule of law. That is the reason why they could commit such a heinous crime by going all the way to Kenya to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and rendition him to the zoo. Because of what? The zoo does not operate by law. So, do not allow them to use you for propaganda. I have overheard some kepu that some unscrupulous elements who are hiding somewhere in Switzerland and Kuwait, giving instructions to just few number of idiots that they gathered on social media, that is only on 30th that will be sit at home in Biafraland. I want to use this medium. I want to use this medium, this very opportunity, to tell our people that everything that you hear from unscrupulous elements is false and lies and deceit. It's never real. If you do not hear it from the Biafra Republic Government in Exile media outlets, it is a false as far as Biafra is concerned, as far as Biafra liberation struggle is concerned. If you do not hear it from the media platforms of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, I want you to know that it is a false statement and a lie. It has to come from Mazi Simon Ekpa and then being circulated by the BLGIE media platforms. Other than that, it's a lie. It can never hold. Biafra people must understand today, though they all know, we all know, but some people may be misled by the propaganda of those miscreant and misguided elements who have been ranting on social media for the past 3 years with one topic of Simon Ekpa, the Ekperima in Finland. That is only thing they know how to do. And I hear they say awareness. They say that they are creating awareness. We are going to deal with that in the latter stages of this very live broadcast. So pay attention while we read in details. According to the publication, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BLGIE, has explained that it is the duty of all Biafrans, not Igbos, of all Biafrans and lovers of freedom, not lovers of the Southeast, lovers of freedom, to honor its May 29 to 31st, 2024 sit at home in honor of slain Biafran heroes and heroines of the 1967 to 1970 Civil War, which is Biafra genocidal war against the Biafran people committed by the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, the group said this while lamenting that whereas the Civil War ended on pages of newspapers, it was yet to end physically, militarily, politically, and structurally. Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of the BLGIE, made this known in a statement on Wednesday. He said, the sit at home is necessary to enable the people to vote for liberation of Biafra. Did you get that? This is the anchor. Very, very important. Now, they told you that sit at home is only on 30th. I don't listen to some unscrupulous element. I don't listen to idiots. I don't listen to Mwokoko that have only one thing to offer, that have only one thing to say for the past 3 years. Ekperima in Finland. I don't have time to listen to fools. But I heard somebody told me that they said is only on 30th. Who told me that? Somebody told me. Was it somebody sent somebody sent it to me from Sahara Reporters? You know, Sahara Reporters is fond of reporting all the junks and bunkers from these fools. They said that IPOB declared May 30th sit at home. It's a lie. If you are here in Biafraland or you are listening from the diaspora, I want you to take your phone and call your people in Biafra that the sit at home we are talking about is for 3 days on the 29th, 30th, and 31st. And I'm going to explain something. I'm going to explain something because this very sit at home is going to be the bomb. This very sit at home is going to break a lot of people's heart in the politics and, of course, the pressure group. I will explain something, but let me first of all finish reading. Okay. Now, he stressed that Biafran independence is a price every Biafran should sacrifice to actualize. Is a price that every Biafran should sacrifice to actualize. They sit at home in Biafraland on the following dates to enable the Biafrans to vote in the last phase of stage 1 self-referendum voting. We are already in stage 2. We are already in stage 2. This is the phase 2 of the Biafra This is the phase 2 of the Biafra self-referendum. Yeah. So now, on the 29th of May, 2024, sit at home and vote. 30th of May, 2024, Biafra Day, sit at home and vote. This Biafra Day is the day we remember our heroes and heroines that paid the ultimate price during the genocidal war against the Biafran people committed by the zoo. Now, on the 31st of May, 2024 is also sit at home and vote. It is no longer a news that Biafran people are conducting a self-referendum to determine their fate in the zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, whether they want to be free or they want to remain in the zoo. People in the diaspora are currently conducting their own voting, are currently going about their voting process via online and internet. While people who are here in homeland are currently going about their voting process, going to poll, what do you call it? Poll what? What do you call it? They are currently going to the polling unit to exercise their own right to, vote for the ongoing self-referendum. So those of us who are here in homeland are going to the polling unit to vote, which I will be showing you some video clips moving forward. Now, in addition, the Biafra Republic government in exile is not a political pressure group, unlike others who only agreed to sit at home on May 30th. BLGIE is very proactive and we channel all our efforts towards the liberation of Biafra by every means necessary. So you are not just sitting at home on the 30th, but using that to cast your vote. Using that to cast your vote. The civil war only ended on pages of newspapers, but has not ended physically, militarily, politically, and structurally. I urge Biafrans across Southeast, South-South to vote for Biafra liberation and observe the sit at home. Biafra self-referendum has 3 stages. The last stage will end in November 2024, while the declaration convention will start on 29th November and end on 3rd of December 2024. Over 5 million Biafrans have voted in the ongoing self-referendum, both online and in the homeland, from thousands of polling units across the 40 states, he stated. Now, people are still sending me message today, even on WhatsApp and on my email, that they want to vote. They are asking me to show them how to vote. So now, people who are still sending me message asking me to show them how to vote. Listen, if you are here in Biafraland, you have every opportunity to cast your vote. The Biafra Republic government in exile, in conjunction with the Biafra de facto government in homeland, have done everything humanly possible to make it very easy for our people to cast their vote. Our people who are here in Biafra land to cast their vote. That is the reason why it is now possible for people to go and vote in various polling units, thousands of polling units in Biafra land. Because the government realized that there are lots of people who cannot afford access to the internet. Even though they can afford it, many of them do not know how to do it. Many of them do not know how to follow the process to vote online, especially those who are in the remote areas in our various, or different villages in Biafra land. So what do? They devised a means. They devised a means to maneuver the zoo intimidations and the terrorism against our people in order for our people to vote physically. Physically, some people are shocked. They don't know how we did it. They do not understand how we managed to do it. They are still shocked today. And they are still in shock. As they are in shock, our people are still voting till tomorrow. They will vote until the final stage, which is going to be, later in the year by November. So the means that the government has devised is very, very wonderful, that allows the Biafran people to vote physically wherever you are in Biafra land. But if you are somewhere in Lagos State, Abuja, or other parts of the zoo, that means you can afford at least social media and internet. You are also free and allowed to vote online. Yes, you can vote online. So please, if you are in Biafra land, especially those of you in the rural areas, you don't need anybody to show you where the polling unit is. You can just ask any member of your own family, your direct family, where is polling unit, because I'm very, very certain that each family knows, at least one person in every family in Biafra land knows where the polling unit is. It is not something that I will be here announcing to you. Go to one there is polling unit there. I cannot do that. So start from your own family. I'm very, very certain one person must be aware in your hometown, in your family, where our polling unit is very, very close to you. Now, I want to show you something. Very, very important. Please, I'm expecting more people to join this very broadcast. If you are here and you haven't done the needful, you haven't liked and shared the broadcast, please kindly do so. Even though you are watching from Facebook, I am asking you now to use this very opportunity to do so. It is very, very important. You have to contribute to the, dissemination of this very information. Now, let me show you something else. Like the video, share it. Even though you don't like what we are doing, give it a thumbs down. If you like what we are doing, give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. If you do not like what we are doing, then give it a thumbs down. No problem. Now, for those of you who are here in Biafraland, who do not understand what I'm saying, who don't understand, who do not know what I mean by people are voting live, people are going to the polling unit to vote live and direct. Here is a video for you.
Vote. Everybody is casting their own.
People are
So
voting.
just put when you put your own, just leave. When you put when you put your own, you leave. Cast your own vote, then you leave. Cast your own vote, then you leave. Almost 100% say they no longer want to be a part of this nation called Nigeria. It's a front. Umwere County is doing very well. They are counting their votes in Umwere.
Since, oh my goodness, I didn't know my voice is not coming out. Sorry for that. Let's continue.
Vote. Everybody is casting their own. So just put when you put your own, just leave. When you put when you put your own, you leave. Cast your own vote, then you leave. Cast your own vote, then you leave. Almost 100% say they no longer want to be a part of this nation called Nigeria. It's a front. Umwere County is doing very well. They are counting their votes in Umwere County.
Now, what I'm saying is that this very video is for today. This very video you are watching is for today. I hope my voice is coming out now. I hope my voice is coming out now. I hope my voice is coming out now. So this very video you are seeing is for today. Today, 23rd May 2024 is for today. In case you haven't seen it from the official and verified X handle of the PM, I want you to know that this is today's video. People are casting their votes. Make sure that you are not left behind. We have a target. We have a target of at least 20 million Biafrans, though more than that, if you add those who are voting in the diaspora, more than that have already voted. But we still need more Biafran because we know that Biafrans are more than 70 million. So we have a target. If you haven't voted, make sure that you cast your vote, and your vote must be counted as a Biafran. This is an opportunity. Ever since the start of Biafra independence movement in 1999, nobody has ever had an opportunity to do a thing like this. Nobody, no single person has ever had an opportunity to do a thing like this, to vote in order to decide whether you still want to remain in the zoo or you want to be in Biafra. We always imagine, we only imagine it on social media, but we have never seen anything like this. So it's happening. This is an opportunity for you to vote. Do not think it's a joke. This is not a joke. The zoo is aware that it's not a joke. Somebody made a comment here. They said that in Olu, they are not finding it easy. They say that in Olu, they are not finding it easy. Somebody made a comment that he said, Oga Biafra Unite in Olu, it's not easy. It's not easy, but we are trying. But in Olu area, it's not easy. Many people are afraid. People will be afraid. But I want to tell them that the government in exile, of course, has a better way of protecting them. Something happened in Uli just day before yesterday. Something happened in Uli. All of you know a place called Uli in Ihiala local government area of Anambra State. People were voting peacefully and massively. Then the zoo Janjaweed came around that side to go and do what they are known for, which is terrorism. But the Biafra Liberation Army dealt a serious blow to them. Many of them were sent to judgment, and of course, rifles were recovered, and they went in body bags. So the Biafra Republic government in exile that has made it possible for people to vote in physical, is not a foolish government. Yes, it's not a foolish government. They know exactly what they are doing. So, and again, we are not announcing it. We are not announcing it. We are not telling anybody go to a particular place to vote. The de facto government in homeland knows how they are conducting this very referendum. Yes. So I don't know why people should be afraid to go and vote, because the government in homeland that has fashioned a way, that has devised a means to allow people to cast their vote, knows that the zoo will do one or two things. So they know exactly what they are doing. And since the beginning of this physical voting in Biafraland, we have never had any attack against our people. There has never been anything like that. People have been voting for more than 2 weeks now. People have been voting physically all across Biafraland. People have been voting. We have never recorded any attack or casualty from the zoo, because the Biafra de facto government in homeland knows exactly what they are doing. Ifugia. So now, let me play this video with a voice so you can listen to it. After this one, I'll play another one.
Vote. Everybody is casting their own. So just put when you put your own, just leave. When you put when you put your own, you leave. Cast your own vote, then you leave. Cast your own vote, then you leave. Almost 100% say they no longer want to be a part of this nation called Nigeria. It's a front. Umwere County is doing very well. They are counting their votes in Umwere County. Coordinator, you are doing very. Secretary, thank you very much. Let the vote be recorded. Let's know how many votes we've recorded here. I think it's up to 250 votes. That is for today alone. So we thank you, Elohim. We bless your name. Thank you very much. The people are turning up. Thank you. Vote. Everybody is casting their own.
Now let me show you one more video from live voting process, and then we are going to move into another segment of this very live broadcast. It is happening live and direct. And our people are not backing down because they know what they want.
Visit Nigeria in this time. And we are here. You can see the voters card here. Everyone have already collected the voters card. As you can see here now, you can see them with their voters card ready to cast out Nigeria from the Biafraland. And we are here today to vote to make sure the 2nd December is sacrosanct. And we are here today as a Biafrans. We are eager and quest to restore our nation, Biafrans. And today, we make sure Biafrans are here to vote in mass. You can see them in mass, as today is our day to make sure we exit Nigeria. And also, Nigerians are killing us. The reason why we are voting out Nigeria here is to go. And Nigeria here are killing us. They are killing us in mass. No anything. There is starvation. They are starving all Biafrans. They don't want Biafrans to talk. They don't want Biafrans to live. They disorganize all Biafraland. And they are using our resources to build Nigeria. Oga, what can you tell us as today's vote?
Yes, today's referendum of Biafra Nation is decisive. It is final. After today, we will make the final goodbye to the zoo called Nigeria. And that is why we have gathered here in our numbers to cast our votes for the new nation of Biafra, so that come December 2nd, 2024 is sacrosanct.
Before we continue watching and listening to the video and to what the person is saying, there's an important comment which I want to say something about. Amuche has made a comment from YouTube that he or she said, please, there are numbers on MP platform, probably is talking about PM. There are numbers on PM's platform for those that cannot access internet or maybe haven't voted. They can send their information through those numbers on WhatsApp. Thank you. Now, I'm going to give you a duty right now. As we move forward, I will give you a duty. The duty that I'm going to give you is for you, as you type this comment, also type me 1 or 2 of those numbers so I can put it on the screen, live and direct right now, because the number you are talking about, I am very, very certain it is not on top of our PM's X handle. It's not on top of that very place. If it's on top of that place, it will be easy for people to, get the number. A lot of people do not even have time to scroll down to make a research. People do not have time to search. So type me 1 or 2 of those numbers here. Let me put it on the screen. It will help many people who are watching and who are going to watch later. Thousands of people who are going to see this video, this broadcast, is going to help them to vote. Yes, so write me the numbers here. And again, on the website, the online voting website, there are also numbers there. So if you can access the online voting the online voting website, let me also paste the link. Let me put the link to the comment section. So those of you who can access it, you will be able to, cast your vote. All you need to do is for you to click the link. The website will open. Once the website is open, then you will be able to cast your vote. If you can't cast your vote, you can as well get the numbers from the website and put a call across, and then somebody will assist you to register your vote. But to make it easier for those who may not be able to go to the website, because sometimes when you talk about website, mapo so many people. Oh, when do men are mapo. Not that they are not educated, not that they are illiterate. No, they are not. They are highly educated, but they don't know how to start. Many people believe that it takes only a genius to, access a website. Many people believe, even those who live in the diaspora, not just those who are here in Biafra land, many people believe that it takes a genius to access website, but it's not. So the link is already in the comment section. If you are watching and listening to this broadcast, the link is in the comment section. You can click the link. I have done this several times. You can easily click the link, and then the website will open for you to vote. Yeah, if you can click it right now, click it right now. If you can wait till the end of the broadcast, you can as well wait. Anyone you want to do, you are free to do it. So you can be able to register your vote. What is important is your vote to be counted. Yes, that is it. So if you click this link, there are numbers. You are going. There are many things on the website. You are going to see numbers who are to assist you. But if you can, if that person Amuche, if you can write me some numbers here right now on this broadcast, then that will assist a lot of people who would want somebody to assist them to vote. Thank you for that. Now, let us continue.
Organize all Biafraland, and they are using our resources to build Nigeria. Okay, what can you tell us as today's vote?
Yes, today's referendum of Biafra Nation is decisive. It is final. After today, we will make the final goodbye to the zoo called Nigeria. And that is why we have gathered here in our numbers to cast our votes for the new nation of Biafra, so that come December 2nd, 2024, is sacrosanct. There's no going back.
Okay, what are you telling us today? What are you telling us?
I am the INEC
Returning
official.
officer.
I will make sure that I return the proper result that we got from the voters of the exit of Nigeria. That we don't want Nigeria again. Please, I am here to recommend the
Okay. He said that they do not want the zoo called Nigeria again. It is very, very simple. And let me tell you this. No matter the propaganda that the pressure group has been carrying, it has never stopped Biafrans. It has never deterred Biafrans. It has never in any way demoralized Biafrans from going out there to cast their vote. Very, very, very good. Now, before going into that very segment, let me bring something to the screen. I want us to see something, though I have already posted the video previously. I think I posted it yesterday, but it is very, very important for me to bring it to the screen. Let us once again listen to what that man has to say. Very, very, very important for us to see. I'm going to talk about those who claim to be creating awareness for 1,000 years. I will be talking about them at the latter stages of this very broadcast. So let us listen to what Wole Soyinka said and see what we can analyze or pick from it.
No, we've talked about it as well in other interviews you've given. how do you describe the civil war that Nigeria went through 1967 to 1970? How would you describe it, Prof?
A waste, a total waste, a gross, costly error. It was an avoidable war. It was an unjust war. And I said so at the time, as you probably know. And I was appalled by the fact that we went to war so easily. I should explain that I believe very much in the right of self-determination. Otherwise, what was independence all about? What's the entire struggle for liberation on the African continent all about, if it is not about the right of people to determine their own destiny? And to find us fighting a war to preserve the demarcations inflicted on us by foreign intruders was for me an act of abject mental enslavement.
Did you hear what he said? Is it not the same thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been saying, shouting on top of his voice on Radio Biafra, talking about the creation of the white man in our land? That a white man who came all the way from Europe, from United Kingdom to our land and created I don't know what to call it. Just draw a map and give it a name. People are dying today to preserve the white man's creation in Africa. I have never seen such stupidity and idiocy in my entire life. That is the biggest ignorance that I have ever witnessed in my entire life. Somebody who called himself an educated individual will say, I'm a proud Nigerian. I'm a proud Nigerian. I saw one publication yesterday where one of the idiots in the Nollywood, one of the clowns in the Nollywood that called himself Zakoji, was professing his love for the Zoological Republic, was saying how he is a proud Nigerian because some people alleged that he is from Gabon. They say he's from Gabon. They say he's from Gabon. So he was saying, no, I'm a proud Nigerian. I am not from Gabon. I'm a proud Nigerian. And these are people that when they speak English, when they speak grammar, you think that they went to school in, what do you call it? Was that very standard university in the United Kingdom? What's the name of that university? Somebody remind me that university in the UK, that very famous university in UK. You think that they went there, they studied there. You think that they went to Cambridge, but they lack knowledge. They know nothing. I'm a proud Nigerian. A creation of a white man. And tomorrow you say, hey, they are racist, they are this, they are that. Why wouldn't they do what they are doing? When they are sitting in their various nations in Europe looking at Africa, they will see you like, I don't know, they will see you as a anything they call you, just take it. Because you are fighting and buying yourselves to preserve what they came here to concoct since 18 something and 1914 and so. And people who claim to be educated in 21st century, fighting to preserve the creation of a white man in Africa. Is it not the same thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been shouting on top of his voice and people called him all manner of names. They say, bring him.
To surrendering our will and the readiness to go to war and lose close to 2 million people to preserve something which was imposed on us by total aliens was for me a humiliating fact. It was worse than a crime against ourselves. It was just a denial of who we were as creatures of reason, of volition, of self-determination. It made nonsense, in fact, of what I considered we were. So, and the consequences are still with us to today.
I know you've met some Chief Odumegwu Ojukwu when you met him when he was alive. Ojukwu, yes, the General Ojukwu. What was your? How would you describe him? Obviously, he's the one that led the Biafra war on the Biafra side of things. What kind of a person was he when he was alive? Your interaction with him?
Yeah. A mixture. He was very conscious of his class. I mean, he belonged to he had an affluent father who was a business person. He was sent to the best schools for education. I can't recall whether he went to Oxford. I think he went to Oxford. And when he came back, we met as young people. He was older than I was, of course. And at the beginning, I didn't even like him at all. And that's before I went away. He was very class conscious, yes. Rich, wealthy. He drove a sports car. Me, I trundled along on my father's ancient rally bicycle. I remember very well. Yes. And we used to meet at the same area we had.
If you have a property that
Just a moment.
Two friends, yes. But when he came back, and this happened to so many young people, you can have a very frivolous, uncaring youth, and an issue comes up, which will affect you, and there's a transformation. And so he definitely had a sense. He felt a sense of mission. He became totally committed, to the Biafran cause. And he tried to rise to that occasion as fast and as determinedly as he could. I thought for somebody with that background and with those challenges, he didn't do too badly. He made some terrible decisions, I believe. He also had to accept responsibility for the entire scenario, going to war. After Aburi, there was a chance that the country could have moved a little bit more apart, rather than stick with the kind of regimentation there. And all the leadership at that time, in fact, were culpable. But in my view, we on the federal side had a greater culpability.
Yes. So, you talked of the decisions he made that were terrible, sir. When you compare that to people like Nnamdi Kanu today, people like Nnamdi Kanu trying to resurrect that Biafra spirit, what would you say, or what would your advice to people like Nnamdi Kanu, the Yoruba nation, those people that are agitating for a split from Nigeria? What would your advice or suggestion be to them from your experience?
Well, the first thing I have to say is that I said at the time, and this was what got me into serious trouble, because they felt that by making such statement, in fact, it was singled out. By making such a statement, I was trying to demoralize the federal side and actively promoting the Biafran cause. When I said, and I wrote, I said, you cannot defeat Biafra.
Of course.
And people thought I was merely talking of they took a very simplistic approach to understanding that. They thought I was talking about the battlefield, on the battlefield. Well, that was involved as well. Because when the people are determined.
Hello?
Hello, Biafra Unite.
Are you calling to contribute to the live broadcast or?
Yeah, but I have not listened to you. It has been long that we have not talked. You're supposed to know who is calling.
Okay, can we talk later because I'm on live broadcast right now.
Yeah, I'm listening to you now. I know you're on live, but I will still call back to contribute.
Okay, fine. That's good. That's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, the line is on the screen as we proceed. If you want to make your contribution, if you want to say something, you are free to call the number on the screen in order to talk to Biafrans. Very, very important while we proceed.
They're willing to sacrifice anything to preserve their identity when they feel they're on a righteous cause. It's difficult to defeat them, yes. If there's any, shall we say, military defeat, it's only temporary. The real issue remains on.
He said that, first and foremost, that Biafra cannot be defeated. Listen, he said that Biafra can never, ever be defeated. That is number one. And number two, that the military, ideology, using military to quench the Biafra struggle cannot work, because when people are determined to preserve their identity, you can never stop them with, military might or at the gun point. You cannot stop them with the barrels of gun. You cannot stop them with the barrels of gun. I love that he said. You see, I have been so critical of this type of people in the zoo. The people who turn the truth upside down, which Wale Soyinka has been one of them. These are people who will come to the secret and support you in secret and come to the public and fight against you, even without your consent. They will promise your support in secret and they will come in public to fight you. That is the kind of person you are watching in the, on your screen. And he's not the only one. There are many of them, and not only from the Western Zoo. Even here in Biafraland, they are here. Many of them are here. So, but in Biafra agitation, we do not have permanent enemy and we do not have permanent friend. When you do something good, we will applaud you. Caller on WhatsApp. Yes. Are you calling to contribute to the topic?
Yes, sorry, it's me, Amauchi. I've sent the number to you. Thank you very much for that correction. It's PM, our PM.
Okay, thank you.
Let the number place you there. Let them listen. Anybody who cannot have access, the number is many. Let them send it. We are here. I'm among of them. We do it for them. It's what we are doing here. Please.
Can you say that again? Repeat what you just said again, please.
I said I've sent the number to you.
No, not that one. The last thing you said. Can you repeat it and be audible, please?
I said anyone that don't have access or that cannot access anything, that cannot go to our PM platform or don't have he can't do it. Let them not bother. Only what we need is their name and the state and the date of birth. It's only what we need. Let them send it in quantum. That is our work. You understand?
Okay.
We are here for that. That's what we put our life. That's what we do. Please.
Okay.
Please.
That's great.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That's great. Thank you.
I'm Uche, okay? Thank you.
Okay.
Go ahead, Biafra.
Go ahead, Biafra. Thank you, brother.
Thank you for the great job. Yes.
All right. He said that I'm going to put the number right now, both on the I'm going to put the number on the screen. I don't think there's any need of putting it in the comment section. I'm going to put the number on the screen so that everybody can, see the number on the screen. If you are listening to me right now, you will see the number on the screen. The one on the screen right now is for Biafra Unite, whereby you can use to make your contribution to the topic that at hand. Now, the other number which I'm going to put to the screen right now is for anybody who needs help. Anybody who needs help. Anybody who doesn't know how to vote. You can be able to vote, because Amuche said he has sent the number to me. So I'm trying to check the number on WhatsApp to see how to bring it to the screen. Just a moment. Just a moment. I'm trying to see how to bring the number to the screen so that you can copy the number. Those of you, oh no, I haven't seen the number. Amuche, you said you sent the number to me, but I haven't seen it. I'm actually on WhatsApp, but I haven't seen it. Amuche, if you can hear me right now, kindly resend the number. I haven't seen the number. I don't know where you sent it. I have just checked my WhatsApp. The number is not there. Kindly send the number to the WhatsApp, to my WhatsApp, so that I can bring it to the screen. Or if you can't send it to the WhatsApp, you can as well type it in the comment section, and I'm going to bring it to the screen. I couldn't see any number. There is no number on WhatsApp. I don't know where you sent it. I don't know where you sent it, Amuche. I'm sure you are listening to me right now. I don't see any number that you sent on WhatsApp. Now, let's continue listening to Wole Soyinka. Like as I said before the call came, in Biafra liberation struggle, we do not have permanent enemy and we do not have permanent friend. We follow you according to the hand that you show us. If you show us the right hand, we will applaud you. If you show us the wrong hand, we will come for you. That is what the struggle is all about. So for this, for what the man said here is true. That is the pure truth. And I wonder how comes it took almost a decade or 2 decades for them to come to realization, for them to make peace with their own spirit, for them to summon courage to come out and say the truth. Caller on WhatsApp, you are welcome. Are you calling to make your contribution to the topic of the day?
Yes, Odinawa, I am calling to make a contribution. Confirm you can hear me loud and clear from here in the city that never sleeps, New York City.
Go ahead, please. I can hear you clear.
First of all, I want to say thank you to every one of you supporting the PM. But might not know it. We want to say thank you so much for supporting the Prime Minister and the government in yes, the government in exile, and also supporting all our government in the homeland. We want to say thank you. Every one of us in diaspora, we are following everything bumper to bumper. We are following everything. We want to say thank you to the Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa. We are with you here. We are with you here in every inch and everything. Now, to Wole Soyinka, that guy interviewing him was so much in a hurry. He is not listening to what Wale Soyinka is saying, but he has his own conclusion of question to ask, to jump in to ask, what about Nnamdi Kanu? What about this? Wale Soyinka is making him understand that what we, Nigeria, the federal side, they, not we, what they, the federal side, because you have the federal side being supported by the international gangsters. There is the federal side and there is the Biafran side. So he, Wale Soyinka, now, because everybody come to a time of regret, and this is his time of regret and a time of confession, which respectfully Wale Soyinka is giving there, but this guy did not pay attention. He said, and I repeat, we on the federal side, we are culpable. What is culpable? We are guilty.
Yeah.
We are fault. We are at fault for going to war with the Biafran people, for killing the Biafran people. But this guy jumped that. He was supposed to ask now that you people are culpable. What do you think that the federal government should do? Every one of them in the Nigeria, every one of them. Look, I don't want to hold on to Biafra. Look, let me use your platform to let them know if anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu, we will shut down the airports. None of them will leave. We will come in and die with them in that country. What sort of nonsense is this? They will never escape. They will never escape this. Even up to the lawyer, up to Ejiofor, up to Benjamin Madubugo, up to every one of them in the US. You will not escape. Even up to the wife. You are coming to Radio Biafra and you are talking nonsense. We are just looking at you. Do you think Biafra is a high school reunion that you can just come in after the governors give you money and they pay your flight and you come in and talk nonsense? You as the wife of Nnamdi Kanu, you were going about asking for properties, asking for the lawyer to give you the list of every Nnamdi Kanu properties. You want to know where all the properties are. What a Jezebelic attitude. What a Jezebelic woman are you? I have met you in Georgia 2019. We're talking, we gave you respect because of Nnamdi Kanu. If not, who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? Who take Kanu? Who the hell are you? You did not even cry to any media. You did not even raise your voices to any media. You were playing along with the terrorist Nigeria. Do you know how many people they have killed? Go and ask of Pa Alfred Rwani. Go and ask. Or do you know? Go and ask of Pa Alfred Rwani. Go and ask of Tai Solani. Go and ask of Bakora from Kuti. Go and ask of them. Go and ask of everybody that the Nigerian state have killed, being sponsored by the British and the Saudi oligarchs. Because of the resources underground, they have done a lot of scanning, and there's a lot of resources underground, better than oil. And you people are joining them to sell our land. Every land we support and we stand with the Biafran Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel Ekpa. None of our land, no inch will be given out. And I want to appreciate our men back home. Hold on to your guns. Your gun is our God. Hold on to your guns, because don't give any inch. Don't ever give. We don't want to hear any dialogue with any United Nations, because United Nations is the advanced foot soldier of the criminals in government. Listen again, and I repeat, United Nations forces are the advanced criminals, because you can see they use that their armor tank to steal gold and steal every lithium in everywhere. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you, Mazi. God bless you for your wonderful contribution. That's great. That's great. That's great. Okay. Okay, I think I've gotten the number right now, and I'm going to bring it to the screen. If you haven't liked this very broadcast and shared it, I do not know what you are waiting for. Very, very important that you do so, please. Do like and share the broadcast. Very, very important. We are moving forward. Now, like as I was saying, it took them several decades. If you go back to 1970, after the pretentious end of the genocidal war. If you go back to the 1970, after the pretentious end of the genocidal war, you may be calculating over 6 to 7 decades that it has taken these people who were there when the massacre took place. You find out that it has taken them 6 to 7 decades for them to realize what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking about, has been saying concerning the illegality of this entity that you call the Zoological Republic. You'll understand. And they have been there. All of them have been there fighting against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They say, bring him. Kaibuoya Okuwagono. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knew exactly what he was saying. And today, here they are, telling you the same thing that we have been talking about all this while. But remember, Nandi Bosina, Osita Denamma, not the Balubo. That is the reason why I said I like what he said. Ndi Bosina Osita Denamma, not the Balubo. If things begin to be good today, if things begin to change today, if things begin to go well today, it is still early. It is still very, very early. So if people like him, his fellow so-called fathers of the nation, could come up and start speaking this way, they may be talking through to the power that be. Caller on WhatsApp, have you called to contribute to today's topic?
No, if I send it here, you didn't see the number yet.
Okay, I've seen it. Okay, this is Amuche. This is Amuche, right?
Yeah, it's Amuche.
Okay, fine. I've seen it. I've seen the numbers. I'm going to put it to the screen. Okay, I've seen the screenshot. I'm going to bring it to the screen.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I love you for the great. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. I love you too. Thank you.
He must come.
Definitely.
Whether they like it or not. Please permit me to shout out for our Prime Minister.
Go ahead.
Udo. I love you. Igodomi go to love you. Nothing will happen to you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Caller on WhatsApp, you are welcome. Please tell us where you are joining us from. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm calling from New York. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You are welcome. Good evening from here.
There's something I want to contribute there, but I don't know if you're going to make sense. But what I'm trying to say is this. There's only one thing about this, all this so-called DOS or DOG or whatever they call them. Talking too much there. The only problem we need there, what they have to do is this. To get one of them, anyhow, I use him as a sample, then others will learn. Because Igbos, if you never show them sample, they will never learn. You have to show them sample, what you can do. Then they'll stop all this their nonsense. You can't be fighting for freedom while they are spoiling the freedom nowhere. It doesn't work like that, or not work like that. It doesn't work like that. You have to capture one of them or their family member, anybody, to show them sample. Let them know that we are not playing, no playing games there. Do you understand? That's the problem we have. If you keep leaving them talking, you say democracy. No, you have to show them sample. Neither they are anywhere, you have to show them sample. You have to learn anywhere they are. Time has come to change the music. Time has come, really come. If you keep leaving them talking, doesn't work, my brother. It doesn't work. It's like they're playing games because Igbo man does not respect his fellow Igbo man unless you show him what you can do. show him what you can do, then he will be scared of you. That's why they're scared of the Fulani, because when Fulani come and kill and go, they're scared of them. Then you keep talking like it's your brother. Why will come and say this one? No, man. That's all those things have to change. They have to change. They have to change. All this one talking, no help, my brother. There's no help.
Thank you.
You understand? There's no help.
Thank you. Thank you. Of course, let me address that quickly. As it stands, when find out internal Eduakanonu, that Eduakanonu is still ongoing, but it is not everything that is being reported. Maybe you are expecting me to come and tell you how Iwanyanwu was, sent to judgment. No. Again, we have a pressing issue. A lot of people are not paying attention to what is going on. We have a more pressing issues than what you are seeing. And when you find out that one is there. That's why many of these people you see today are not in Biafraland. People do not understand. Many people do not understand what is going on. All these political egoists you see are not here. Many of them have run away long time ago to Abuja. They make statement from Abuja. You don't understand what is going on. Even Hope Uzodinma with all the securities and armor tanks, he's in Abuja. Iwanyanwu is not in Igbo land. If Iwanyanwu says he's here, let him come out and tell us in the public. These are people who sneak into Biafraland overnight and run away the following early morning. Caller on WhatsApp, you're welcome. Where are you joining us from?
Good evening.
Can you be audible, please, so people can hear you?
Yes, good evening.
You're welcome.
I'm talking from Imo State.
You're welcome.
From Ohajebu.
You're welcome.
My local government.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm so happy for what you people are doing. I believe the God will serve, which the Chukwukabiama will see us through. So we win the fight.
You say?
So I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you. Yeah.
So people sneak into Igbo land at night, do what they want to do without anybody knowing that they are around. And very early in the morning, they are back to Abuja. Now, apart from that, we have a very pressing issue, a very critical issue facing us. And this issue is the Janjaweed. The Janjaweed who come here to terrorize our people in order to take over our land. We cannot be distracted. Yes, of course, I know that we have what we call internal Eduakanono. It's there. You cannot, you cannot deny it. You can't deny it. Because I can authoritatively assure you, I can authoritatively tell you that many of these political egoists are not here. That one I can hit my chest and tell you, yes, it's real. They're not here. Many, not even many, 95% of political ego today are not here. That's why they are biting so hard to see if they can stop us so that they can be able to return to continue their political activities in their various communities. But people are not aware of this. Then apart from that, do you expect us to be distracted fighting internal war when the external battle is facing us? We can be confused We can be distracted with the internal battle when the external has already overshadowed and overtaken us. You need to use your brain. Yes, people want Iwanyanwu gone, Nyangodo gone, Rocha Sokrocha gone, Kadahaya, Soludo gone. These people are not people you take out in a day. Pay attention. These are not people you just go and take away just in one day. Just you say today we are taking out Soludo and you just go and take him out. They do not work alone. Do you know how many battles you are going to fight before you take out Soludo? People who are working with armor tanks and fighter jet and helicopter jet, because they know the crime they have committed and they know what is facing them. So are you going to be strategizing how to take out Soludo when the Fulanis are here, coming here in uniform to overrun us? We have a very, very critical situation at hand, and we cannot allow ourselves to be distracted. We can say, okay, fine, the enemies within is more, the enemies within are more, dangerous than enemies without. Fine, that is the narrative. The narrative is there, is true. But what if the enemies without want to use the enemies within to distract you so that they can come in and overtake you? What are you going to do? Are you going to continue fighting that enemies within that you believe, that you have been made to believe that are more dangerous than enemies without? Why the enemies without are the ones using the enemies within to distract you so that they can come in and take you over? These things, we don't reason the way normal people reason. We reason, okay, somebody like me personally, I operate in a very higher frequency. I'm not bragging. That is the reality. I operate in a very higher frequency, in a very high frequency. Yes. So we are taking everything one step at a time. One step at a time. In case you don't know. Do you know what it will take us to take out Hope Uzodimma? Do you know the strategies? Somebody jamo tanks aga. In a day. Before bagide to send in yaso before you went there. Check it out now. Keyano zipawan kata strategize how to get Hope Uzodimma, while instead of you to be strategizing how to face the enemies who are coming, and I strategize how to take out Hope Uzodimma. Let Hope Uzodimma send those enemies because he's the one sending them. Yeah, no, somewhere in Abuja, send the kai face you go this external enemy. Then when there's any opportunity, the internal enemy lose guard, yeah, I take care. That's how it happens. They are not here. All these people you see, they're not here. Okay, go on no Europe, go on America, go on no Switzerland. Ask again now, go to Switzerland and handle Chike Dozier. Are you going to do it? Or the Choloka Simon Ekpa, Norona Finland, call send their BLA from Biafra, Balen have flight for Wega one Switzerland, Wega deal with Chike Dozier. Ke Choloka honorable send the Andy Biafra non Switzerland, knowing the law of Switzerland. Moreover, this battle Abrono Kai commit here, evil or crime. This battle Abrono Kai commit here, murder or Kai bidobusiwo wine. It's not what we are here for. We are here to restore our freedom, our land. We are here to restore our freedom, our nation. It's not. We are not going to do it by, if you don't believe in my ideology, then the people who have done this are these criminals like Chike Dozier and Chinas Anworu. That is not our ideology. Our ideology is to carry everybody along. Even though you don't believe us, no problem. Allow us to do our thing. By the time we succeed, you see it with your own eyes. Anyezi condition. Anyegi condition. Malo me ga no ni menga we enjoy ya the freedom. Come with any other condition I anyegi. That is how it is. So we have a very critical situation. The enemies are coming. They have seen Biafra. That's why they are not backing down. They are coming with serious anger because we are dealing with them mercilessly. In we find out video. Let me look for a certain video. Let me search for a certain video and show you. There's a video. I'm going to play that video now. While Wole Soyinka's video continues to play, let me use this opportunity to search a certain video to play for you. Okay, we got if I fly and I got a fan. Chelo, cool down, watch.
Insult. I mean, that's a lesson of history all over the world. Yes. And so when I made that statement, I was saying to Biafra, that notion, that concept, and all that it involved, both antecedents and the present, and also, in fact, including the future, seeing what the people who are determined to go on their own, seeing what they could become. That is part and parcel of the cause. And when you have that kind of binding combination of different causes, it's very difficult to defeat them.
So what is ClickUp? ClickUp is an all-in-one productivity.
Now, we are going to come back to Wole Soyinka's video, but let me just quickly show you this very video. For that brother who just called, I know the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to clear the air. A lot of people, so many people have this kind of, mentality of this brother that just called. So if you don't do this that I'm doing right now, a lot of people may not understand what is going on. I want you to pay attention and watch this video. Listen to what this boy is saying. He's an Igbo man serving the zoo. I want you to listen to him. Did you hear him? This guy is praying and thanking God. Nafagalo, Nata, Kajidendoya. This idiot you see here, he's an Igbo man serving the zoo. He's thanking God. These are the people who came to confront our men in Enugu State just a couple of days ago. They are among the people that set Ozowan ablaze. Listen, pay attention. I'm sure the man that called from America is still here listening to me. This boy you see on the screen is among the people that attacked Ozowan just a couple of days ago, not even up to 1 week. That we posted the videos of how they attacked Ozowan and set almost the entire community ablaze. We posted the video. I personally broadcasted it. I talked about it, and I'm sure that it went viral. Now, these are the group of people that committed that crime in Ozowan. When they confronted our men, look at what he's saying. Did you hear him? Also, I don't want to say it in English. Also, way still mad that way. Not fly. Or body media na social media, YouTube, they will take you down immediately. They will remove you from their platform. You gotta go. So, Ipotazia in Emangoti Fenagano, they are coming. They come in hundreds. They come in hundreds. Because of what? The zoo as a government cannot in any way be comfortable knowing fully well that there are armed individuals in some part of the country and their aim and objective is to break away from the country. They can allow Boko Haram to do whatever they are doing because of what? Boko Haram is just an organization. It's just an organization formed to to take over the zoo, to, to cause harm and havoc in order to take over the entire country and force people to, bow their heads. That is the ideology of Boko Haram. Not just to secede. They are not fighting to break away from the zoo. They are fighting to take over, to control the affairs of the zoo and force everybody to bow their head. So their own is just purely jihadist, nothing else. So that is the ideology of the northern politicians, because that's what they want. That's their plan from the onset, from the time of what's the name of that? Their great grandfather, Ottoman Danfodio. From the time of Ottoman Danfodio, it has always been their plan, their ideology, their dream is to convert everybody to do what they are doing. So even Tinubu should be comfortable with Boko Haram, because he is working with a Boko Haram member and founder. So Tinubu is comfortable with. But anytime you hear them giving you any news, troops of Nigerian army neutralize 1 million Boko Haram, they are liars and deceivers. Boko Haram is not a problem to the Nigerian government. Many people are not aware of this. The real problem of Nigerian government is Biafra agitators, the Biafra freedom fighters. Now listen. Are you paying attention what this Zoo Janjaweed is saying? If they catch you on top of the mountain, you are finished. You think it's a joke? Oh, you think maybe some people channel now if they catch you, or not even if they catch you, if they wait for you on top of the mountain, you are finished. Also, n'ife aka na-eme ndị a n'igwe abụla ife ọbụla egwuregwu. Listen.
Nna emekwana ndị a na-efu kabasi ewesi mmadụ na dawo fecha n'enu ugwu arụ eme mana anyị ekwali obodo ọ Chukwu bụ Olisa number 1.
Ifugia, this is not a TikTok show. What you just watched is not a social media parade. It's not a charade or a social media show. It is real. These are people that attacked Ozo-One just a couple of days ago. So people have to understand what is going on. People must understand what is happening. We have a very critical situation at hand. We cannot afford to be distracted. We can't afford to be distracted. Now, let's go back to Wole Soyinka's submission. Very, very important. Many things are going on. And another thing you must understand that no block ife niile ka na-ekwu na social media. Bụrụ ife niile ka na-ekwu na social media. Nkwa ndị ọya abụ ome I preserve ọya to avoid the yotago, to avoid etonuzi. Kale etonuzi. This is against us. But if it happens for the betterment of the struggle, if it's not good for the public consumption, we will let it pipe low. We will pipe low. As far as it's for the betterment of the struggle, we will pipe low. But if it's not harmful to the struggle, and it is not to the struggle, if it's not harmful to the public consumption, we will let it out there.
Represents that concept. He's one of the younger generation who inherited a burden of defeat, of resentment, and a determination, in their view, not to make the mistakes of even their predecessors. They have a new will, they have a new understanding of history. The only problem I had with was the language which Nnamdi Kanu used over Radio Biafra. I listened to some of it, very incendiary, yes, and also disrespectful, I thought, of even his own people.
I do agree with that.
The language, I don't want to go into details, but all you have to do is listen to it. So what is represented? In fact, I used a certain expression in recent contributions. What we fought for, those of us who stood on that side, we fought for a Biafra of conscience. And for me, that's very critical. And people like Nnamdi Kanu should not, or IPOP for that matter, or MASSOB, whatever, should not act against what I call the core of our humanity, yes, which is one of conscience. So yes, because for me, nothing surprised me at all. In fact, it just surprised me that it took so long that what you might call the Biafra resurrection to take place in terms, yes, of consciousness.
Did you hear him? I love that part. I love that part so much. He said that nothing surprises him, nothing at all surprises him based on the Biafra question, based on what is going on today in the zoo. That what surprises him is that it took so many time. So it took so much time. It took many years for Biafra, to resurrect again after the Civil War. That's what he said. That he's surprised that it took so many times. It took a lot of times, many years, for Biafra to resurrect again. So they know that Biafra is coming. They are fully aware, 100%. And somebody said that I should bring the number. The number is already on your screen. That number has been there for the past 20 minutes or so. The number is there on your screen, and it has been there for the past 20 minutes or thereabout. There are so many numbers there. These are all WhatsApp numbers, as you can see. So you just have to copy any one of them and put a call across. Somebody, if you know you haven't voted, remember that is the main thing we are here today. If you haven't voted, please copy the number on the screen so that you can cast your vote. Yes, caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Yes.
Yeah, Odinawa, good evening from here.
Onyozi Chineke, you're welcome.
Udo de Kwaragi. Odinawa, you see, I must appreciate you, and I thank God for everything, and I give God praise for what you are doing. You didn't start it today. It has been long.
Sure.
And you stand on your ground. You have never go back. You have never backslide.
Never.
It is the God of Biafra that is strengthening you, and He will keep on strengthening you.
You see?
Your name is Odinawa. Honestly, there is something. There is a video you made yesterday. I want to tell you something about Chinas Anwohu. I must call him what you used to call him. He's that guy is a beast. That guy is a beast. I must to tell you. I know why I'm saying this.
Yeah.
You know, I have heard so many things that some people don't know about that guy. And those protecting him is also committing a taboo against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and against Biafrans.
Sure.
And I want to talk something about this, your name, Ordinawa. See, what we are doing now, or this again a Radio Biafra.
Not at all.
What we are doing now, or this again make noise.
Yes.
What we are doing now, or this again put on social media, on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever, and you start just you rant and you make noise and you go in. Yeah. No, you see that video you make yesterday, and you played a voice record of Chinas and Wohu saying something about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, saying that let the government, that the Nigerian government has the power to kill him, that if they kill him, it is just 3 months, and nothing will happen. Listen, I want to tell all Biafrans to know that that is a message that Chinas and Wohu has to Nigerian government.
Of course.
It is a clear message for those who, I believe that some understand it, but those that have not understand it, I want them to understand it now. It is a message being passed to Nigerian government to do something, because they have no time again. Their time time is no longer on their side.
Yeah.
They have failed. And who made them to fail? One, it is Chukwu Kikabiama.
Sure.
That make them to fail. And number two, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And the number three, Biafran Unite, you are also among the people that make these people to fail.
Yeah.
I know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I know what I'm saying. I can remember the video you made when Biafrans had that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been kidnapped and renditioned back to Nigeria.
Yeah.
I remember the video you made, calling them to do something, calling the DO criminals to do something.
Yeah.
You know, calling them to do something, and they never done anything since that time till now. They have not done anything. They have not done anything. You see, I support you, and I have many things to say, but I want all the Biafrans to open their eyes, listen to Mazi Simon Ekpa now, and also follow you yourself. That is making us to know what is going on. There are many secrets you yourself are revealing that me, myself, I know what I'm saying. I've been following you since that time. I've been following you, only that we have not been talking, but I've been listening to you. I've been following you, though I'm not commenting. But my brother, I'm here on the ground. Honestly, I'm not happy. I am not happy. Though I am a pastor, but my brother, I really want to do something, because I am very, very angry. Look at what Fulani herdsmen are doing. Killing people. Killing Biafrans. And none of them is saying nothing. My brother is well, he's okay.
Thank you.
God. God bless you. Yeah.
Chukwu Kikegozegi, bless you too.
And you too.
All right, we move. Now, anybody who is looking for number to vote, to cast your vote, and you don't know how to vote, you want to vote, listen now, please. If you want to vote and you don't know how to vote, you have not voted, this is a chance for you. There are up to 7 to 8 numbers on the screen right now. Just look at the screen. Look at the screen. Sometimes people will write me, give us number to call. When the number to call is on the screen, I wonder where they are watching. Please, look at your screen. As I'm talking now, look at the screen. There are up to 7 to 8 numbers on the screen. copy those numbers. You can screenshot it because this is not going to be on the screen till the end of this broadcast. You can you can screenshot it, or you can copy any of the numbers right now if you have another phone. If you are using only one phone, which is what you are using to listen to this very broadcast, just screenshot it. Just do the screenshot right now. As I'm talking now, do the screenshot now, so that after the broadcast, you can be able to dial any of these numbers. One of these numbers, whichever one you dial, don't give it a straight call. Save it and go to WhatsApp and send a message or call any of these numbers on WhatsApp. They are going to assist you to cast your vote. If you do not know how to vote wherever you are, even though you are here in the zoo and you don't know, you are afraid, you don't want to go to polling unit, call any of these numbers on the screen. You are going to be assisted. You are going to cast your vote. The only thing they require is your name, your state, where you come from, and your name and your state. These are most important things they need. Your name and your state, that's all. Maybe your email if necessary, something like that. So that is it. If you are waiting for number or for person to assist you, here you go. Now, let's watch and hear the ending part of Wole Soyinka's submission over Biafra question.
Nothing surprised me.
Yeah, would you say there are similarities with the Yoruba nation and the way they've been treated? So, for example, you have the way Nnamdi Kanu was treated or is being treated. Nnamdi Kanu is still in prison, DSL jail. Whereas you have the Yoruba nation leader, he was released a few months ago. So, would you say there are similarities or differences to these two movements?
It's a mistake keeping Nnamdi Kanu in prison, I believe. To have, in fact, kidnapped him. There's no other word.
Yes.
Now, I am beginning to enjoy his talk. He said that it's a mistake keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in prison, in detention. Now, it is not a mistake. It is a crime. The only difference there is that he may not use the right, because when you use the right word, the zoo is a criminal entity. They do not like truth. So, and people like this, no matter how they try to force themselves to, to be truthful, they will still somehow play to the gallery, at least to be on a safer side. So I understand him. There's no criticism for what he has already done. I cannot criticize him. So it is not a mistake keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the custody. It is a crime. It is a crime keeping him in the custody. Why is it a crime? It is a crime because, first and foremost, he was kidnapped. He was abducted from Kenya, which he also acknowledged. He acknowledged it. Let me play. I think he's getting there already.
That's true.
He had a right to pursue his cause anywhere he wanted. He was never accused of physically bombing any place, killing any place. Language, yes, was incited, no question at all about that. But you don't arrest, you don't kidnap people. Buhari seemed to have an obsession with kidnapping people. That seemed to be his trademark.
Modus operandi.
It's like couldn't fulfill himself unless it put somebody in a crate and brought them back. And I think that politically speaking, if they have any real charges against him, well, since he's in their hands, they should try it. All these technical postponements, delays, these tactics of just of avoiding the basic issue.
He said that all these tactics of delay is just trying to avoid the basic issue. He also said that if they have any case against him, they should try him. fine, they cannot try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because number one, they have no case against him, which you acknowledged that he has no crime for asking for his freedom. It is his inalienable right. It is the inalienable right of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to ask for his freedom. Unity is not by force. Marriage is not by force. It is marriage is all about, agreement. Two persons coming into agreement, giving consent, agreeing to be together. Somebody said, Okoma said, the people who are going to assist people to vote would need the date of birth. It is not a problem. They are going to call or send a message. Then you will tell them what you want. If you want to assist anybody to vote, the person will reach out to you. That's why the number is on the screen. When the person reach out to you, you are going to tell the person what is required to vote. They are not paying any money. The only thing you need is the name, the date of birth, and the state of origin. That's all. So you are going to put the person through. I must not tell every single thing that you need. My number is not there. I have voted. So when they reach out to you, you're going to tell them, okay, I need your date of birth, I need your state of origin, and I need your name. That's all. I believe these are three things that is needed. I don't think, because you are going to be assisted, I don't think if they are going to require email. They might ask you if you have email, fine. But I don't believe, I don't think if you don't have email that you are not going to be assisted. Just reach out to any of these numbers. Then from there, they will take it on. That's it. Now, having laid this foundation, I want to, because it's biting me if I don't talk about this. I have something in my mind. If I don't talk about it, I wouldn't be happy. I should have let it go. I should have let it go. Because so many people have spoken about it. So I should have let it go. But I will not let it go. So I want to bring it to the screen so that I will talk about it. Hello, Mazi.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, go ahead, Mazi. I can hear you.
Yes. You say so. I think they ask you a question. What they need? Only what we need. Only what they will say. Only their name, and date of birth, and state of origin. Finish.
Okay.
Only these three things. You don't need photo. You don't need any other thing. No. Your name, and state of origin, and date of birth is what we need. Please.
Okay.
Send them in quantum. Send them in quantum. We are here. We are here to do that.
Okay.
Please permit me to speak one of our language. Please.
Okay, go ahead. Be audible. Be audible. Be audible. Go ahead.
Okay. Va to the one back to YouTube whatever. Biafra Unite. Why you have your number not is scheme also. Why you so scheme the number not renewed. But send any date of birth. Cooking and people on no command one. Any but go to back send not a vote referendum. Go to Varek all by Bini, all by Bini or the man of Bolivar. Varek on Baseki. Varek Suleman. Jesus was Sejiba. Varekari. Vavarevin Manuel. Dodo, Moviva. If I let you. Enjoy Gan. You go never every bank. If I support river, you bank every 20,000 river. The river, Agonaki, Agnovayi. Baterwa, Obwen Baradwe. Bawwe, Baterwa, Eggsay. What a fellow in Nigeria. Nigeria Yabova. Yabova, if you go Maki, if Biafra Maki, and not to some Balbetamaba. Then not even back to my head.
Erebe Oyariki, on one Ariki, they are blood sucking demons. All boss Bini, or mission ye, mission ye, whether or you toss them out, or you to the level. Then mission ye, what Palomatewa, I reckon Adeboye, Adeboye, one, no, to the man, this is what everyone has said about. Government in Nigeria talk about saving back. Oropa saving back. Oropa saving back. That Nigeria even the movie when no matter do I emata meta baba. Emata meta ma. Or John with no with the music certificate na. Or ma saving back. The music certificate no or John with it. Or John with it. Or ma saving back. Ain't no J. Or ma saving back. Go to Mobiba. Basta law. Get off now. It is time. Get up. Let us rise up. Let us rise up. All Biden is not going to save you. He's there for mission. He's there for mission. That Jesus you are calling cannot save you. He can't save you. This is only what will save you. You better come here now and follow what we are doing. Follow what we are doing. This number that this thing here, please take the number. Take this number. Only your name, and date of birth and state of origin is only what you need to send to us. We do everything for you. Then we send the receipt back to you. Please, I'm begging you. I love you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mazi. That's great. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Now, at least with this, you all know that all corners of Biafraland is represented in the Biafra Republic government in exile. Yes. So, according to the directives, what you need is your name, your state of origin, and your date of birth. The day you were born, your date of birth is what they need. Your name and your state of origin. That's all. Reach out to those numbers on the screen, and then they are going to help you to cast your vote. In case you haven't voted, we are approaching our liberation time. We are approaching our freedom. We are approaching our liberation. We are approaching the declaration of the independent states of Biafra. The time is now. Reach out to that number or one of these numbers, and then you will be assisted. Now, I want to bring a certain video to the screen. I won't be happy if I have something to chip in here. It's so irritating for me to bring this face to the screen because I've never tried it before. I have never brought this kind of face to the screen before. Okay, before bringing this face to the screen, because there is something, because we are just leaving the segment of Wole Soyinka submission over Biafra issue. So I have another one. I have something else that, you know, that is similar to what Wole Soyinka was saying. So please, let us listen to this person briefly, and then we'll move from there.
Longer. Nnamdi Kanu remain in prison. The more the cause he is fighting for is being flourished by his own detention. Longer. Nnamdi Kanu remain in prison. The more the cause he is fighting for is being flourished by his own detention. Tinubu is a president that came from the trenches. He's one of those who fought for democracy and freedom. And I believe, if not for the fact that he went to exile, he would have ended up in prison with us in the 90s. Then someone of his own stature cannot be lectured about democracy or human rights, because we are all in the trenches fighting. So my expectation is that the problem cannot be solved by keeping the leader of the struggle perpetually in prison. You don't solve the problem. You can only solve the problem if you discuss the problem.
Did you hear it? He said that the problem cannot be solved by keeping the leader of the struggle in perpetual bondage. You can never solve the problem. That the only way to solve the problem is when the problem is being discussed. Now, if the problem of Biafra is put on a table for discussion, given that we are hell-bent in restoring Biafra, we cannot in any way accept any other thing apart from the freedom of Biafra. Meaning that when Biafra goes, then the problem has been solved. Let me tell you, let me be very, very, open here and truthful. There is nothing like political correctness or statement in what I'm about to say. As far as the Biafra issue is still lingering and holding the zoo in this on their scrotum, there will never be progress in the zoological republic. Never. What I'm telling you now, God in heaven knows. There shall never be progress in the zoological republic. As far as Biafra question is unanswered, yet there will never be progress. Financially, economically, security-wise, no progress will be made in the zoo. I'm talking about now the entire zoological republic. I'm talking about now Abuja. I'm talking about now Lagos. I'm talking about in the place they call Southeast, even though it was erroneously, prepared. There will never be, even in Abuja there will never be progress. Because the head of the military that they are sending here, whom we are sending to judgment, the head of the military is there in Abuja. The head of the police is there in Abuja. The head of DSS is there in Abuja. The head of Air Force is there in Abuja. And they are all being sent to come and meet their maker in Biafra territory. So when they are being sent to judgment here in Biafra land, the Abuja will feel the heat. Because their numbers are depleting. Their numbers are going down. So there will never be peace. No. The peace we are talking about is not just the peace in Southeast. The progress we are talking about, that there will never be progress in the zoo, is not the progress in the Southeast. We are talking about there in Abuja. There will never be progress there in Abuja because a significant part of the so-called nation is in turmoil. So therefore, the nation is in turmoil. As it stands today, let me use Syria as an example. Let me use Syria as an example. It is not everywhere in Syria that they are witnessing war. It's not everywhere. But if they tell you to go to Syria today, will you accept? Will you go? I believe where they are fighting war is in Damascus, if I'm not mistaken. But there are other places in Syria that are at peace. But if they tell you to go to Syria, will you go? You cannot go. We know that there is war in Congo. Do you know how many Biafrans who live in Congo? They are in thousands. So, is there progress in Congo? I believe that the answer is no. Because of what? There is war in some part of the country. So there will never be progress. So according to what Shehu said here, I think his name is Shehu, somebody Shehu. According to what he said that the only way to solve the problem is to discuss the problem, bring it to the table and discuss it. And when you are discussing with somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you already know what is going to be the outcome. When you are discussing with somebody like Mazi Simon Ekpa, you already know the outcome. When you are discussing with somebody like Chike Dozieha, which they have done already, the outcome is, oh yes, as far as money is concerned. So the mistake they made was to go and discuss with somebody like Chike Dozieha. That was the greatest mistake the zoo made. Under ex-Attorney General of Federation, Malami, they committed a heavy blunder by discussing with a Jofon and the Chike Dozieha, who are money mongers. Money mongers. They now left Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that they should have discussed with, because they knew what is going to be the outcome. They say, no. We don't have this time. We can't do this. Let us discuss with these ones that we can be able to control based on our financial powers. They went ahead to discuss with them. They gave them go-ahead order because money has changed hand. Now, the main person that they are supposed to discuss with, they overlooked him. Rather, they went to kidnap him. So, anytime they are ready to discuss, they already know what is going to be the outcome. I'm telling this man, Shehu, they already know what. That's why he's taking time to discuss. That's why he's taking ages to discuss, because they know what is going to be the outcome of the meeting. They know the outcome of the discussion already. So that's why he's taking time. Now, there shall be no progress as far as the problem is not discussed and solved. And how do you solve it? Call them together, call them on a round table, ask them, how do we go about this? Not even to persuade them, because they already know what is going to be the outcome. How do we go about this? Where do you say where are you even proposing your border to come to start and end? That's all. Then now he asks, okay, you are talking. Now you are talking. Now we can listen to you. Now I want to show you the last video here, which is very, very irritating for me to play, but I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it because I have one particular word to say to them. So let me close my eyes and play this video. It's a shame. It's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate. Hi. It's quite unfortunate that this face appear on this very platform. It's quite unfortunate. But since the Prime Minister allowed it to appear, I will also allow it to appear. So let me see, because I have covered it with the Biafran helpline. So let me just play it.
Yeah, all right, no problem.
You know,
so I'm calling from Las Vegas, United States.
Okay.
So I want to ask you, I glanced through your video right now.
Is it the first time? Is it the first time you're watching me?
This is my first time I'm watching you. I just
all right.
I'm watching your videos right
all
now.
right.
So I want to ask you a question.
If you know the name
about the self-referendum going on.
Yes.
If you know the name of the person talking, please say yes in the comment section. If you know the person, if you know the voice of the person talking, I want you to write yes in the comment section. So that if you don't know the person, then I will be forced to remove the cover photo, which is the number. I'll be forced to remove the overlay on the screen so that the face can show. If you know the person, then there will be no need of removing the overlay picture so that we can continue with the voice alone. Do you know the person who is speaking? Type yes. If you know the person, type yes. So there is no need of me removing the cover picture on the screen. I just want you to type yes. If yes is higher than the no, then we will continue without showing the monkey face, because it's so irritating for me to show this face to this very platform. So irritating. Okay. I think yes is now higher than no. So let's continue. I want you now to pay attention. Okay, the person that is talking is the one they call 7,000 teeth. Is a member of the DOS. Is a member of DOS. It's quite irritating for me to show that face here. 7,000 teeth. That is the person talking. Is a member of DOS. So let's play.
Yeah, all right, no problem. So I'm calling from Las Vegas, United States.
Okay.
So I want to ask you, I glanced through your video right now.
Is it the first time? Is it the first time you're watching me?
This is my first time I'm watching you. I just
All right.
stumbled through your videos right
All
now.
right.
So I want to ask you a question. I heard you talking about the self-referendum going on.
Yes.
You said there's it's 8%.
Yes.
So I want to ask you a clear question.
Mhm.
Obviously you belong to the US. The straightforward question: what is the US doing to restore Biafra?
US is at the moment is not restoring Biafra. We are trying to create awareness to waking people like you up and others in Biafraland to know that we need to be free, because we can't do it alone.
No, wait.
We have a population that are misled.
No, wait.
Obviously you belong to the US. The straightforward question: what is the US doing to restore Biafra?
US is at the moment is not restoring Biafra. We are trying to create awareness to waking.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear. Say it again. Let me listen.
What is the US doing to restore Biafra?
US is at the moment is not restoring Biafra. We are trying to create awareness to waking people like you up and others in Biafraland to know that we need to be free, because
Osetigo. Osetigo. Again, let me say like Mazera fella Gerard that day Olama. Again, did he really say that DOS is not restoring Biafra? That DOS is not restoring Biafra, and this is just a latest video. Let's listen to him again, because the caller called a very genuine question. What is the DOS doing? Because this idiot, according to the caller's question, that shows that the program, his so-called broadcast, is all about the self-referendum, meaning that the idiot, the 7,000 teeth, was there castigating the self-referendum that is going on all over the world for Biafra to exit the zoo. Now, since the idiot is against self-referendum, the caller now asked, since you are against self-referendum, which the BLGIE is, carrying out, what is the DOS where you belong is doing to restore Biafra? And now, let's hear his response again before I say what I want to say.
Just you belong to the US. The straightforward question: what is the US doing to restore Biafra?
US is at the moment is not restoring Biafra. We are trying to create awareness to waking people like you up and others in Biafraland to know that we need to be free, because we can't do it alone. We have a population that are misled to believe that Nigerian government is there for them to cater for their needs. So you cannot get your referendum where you've never carried your people along, where you've never waking your people up to know they need to be free.
Okay. Now he has said it, right? Ndị Igbo say no na abụ nwata kwuo okwu amalụ ka afa ya ara. Nwata kwuo okwu amalụ ka afa ya ara. As I am now, otu am nọ now, I don't have to tell you my age. When I speak, you can be able to guess my age, even though you don't get it accurately. But at least you can be able to guess somebody who speaks like this. Okay, say therefore, but if I'm a fool, if I speak, if you see my face and you hear me talk, you can be able to guess my age based on how I look, based on my face. But based on my spoken words, you can be able to know that I'm a coward, I'm a fool. So these are two different things. If you speak, it's either I will tell your age based on your knowledge, not knowledge, based on your wisdom, your spoken words, or I can be able to tell that you are a fool based on your spoken words, based on your reasoning. There are two things there. Nwata kwuo okwu amalụ ka afa ya ara, but or end or there, it didn't end there. Enwekwa another one bụ na nwata kwuo okwu amalụ ma ọmụ ife ka na ọ mara ife, because a fool will always grow up. A fool will grow. A fool can never remain, under 18. And they do not expect a fool to become wise because now he is aged, because he is now an adult. Do not expect a fool, a child who is a foolish child, a foolish boy at age of 10 years, 12 years, 15 years to 20 years, and he's a foolish person. Do not expect that person to become a very wise person when he becomes 40. Don't expect that. That's why in the village, when you go to a village meeting, there are some people who cannot open mouth to speak. There are some people in the village meeting that cannot talk. Because when they open mouth to talk, onesi pu inaju kedo onye nyoro aru a. Onye nyoro aru. Because of what? They are fools from childbirth, from birth. So don't expect them to be wise because they are now adults. No. They cannot speak. They only listen. When wise men are talking, they listen. Because if they dare talk, meeting abasa. If you get so now, anybody calling me on video call, I will just I'm not going to delete your number, but I will block your number. Probably you are a zoo agent. Now, what I want to tell you about this foolish boy, according to his response to that man, he said that DOS is not restoring Biafra. That is the first one. That is the first one. Caller on WhatsApp, where are you calling from?
My name is Shibuzo.
Why were you calling me on video call when I'm on live broadcast? Okay, go ahead. What do you have to say, please? Make it snappy. He say. Thank you. God bless you, Maz. Thank you. Now, this boy called 7,000 Teeth said that DOS is not restoring Biafra. That one is already, recorded. At least, wise Biafrans have already heard that the DOS is not restoring Biafra, and he's one of the mouthpiece of the DOS. Caller on WhatsApp, please. You are welcome. Tell us where you are joining us from.
Hello, good evening.
You're welcome. Where are you joining us from?
From Awamama, sir.
Okay, you are welcome. Please go ahead.
Sir, I'm telling you, I thought about our 3 days sit at home, sir. I'm very, very happy about it because those DOS, POS, they are against our struggle, but I'm very happy about our 3 days sit at home so that they will know that we are serious about what we began for.
Sure. That's great.
So I'm very happy about it, and we are here. We are very happy about it. So
sure.
You know, we are in a rural areas here in our mama. We have been having some challenges here, but we are happy about it.
Okay.
So for your care and your constant response to our place. We love you so much.
Thank you. God bless you, Mazu. He called from our mama and he said they are in support of the 3 days sit at home. Please, anybody calling me from here in Biafraland, I want you to talk about the 3 days sit at home, which is coming. Very, very important and very, very necessary. Now, let me continue. You see, this boy has already laid a foundation. This boy has established a foundation that the DOS is not in any way restoring Biafra. That is number one. The foundation has been laid. For any Biafran listening to me right now, I want you to know that DOS said that they are not here to restore Biafra. That is the first foundation. The very first foundation before moving forward. It is open that the DOS is not restoring Biafra. And since he said this for over 1 week now, I never hear or seen any other video where in another member of DOS, maybe their hierarchy, come online to debunk or correct him. Maybe after listening to me now, because I know they are here, they are listening to me. Maybe after listening to me now, they will shamelessly go on Radio Biafra to rant as they usually rant and say, no, we are restoring Biafra. But I would like them to do that so that I will be the one to bring it to this, to live broadcast. I want them to go and say, no, he made a mistake. We are restoring Biafra. We want you to know that 7,000 teeth made a mistake. We are DOS. We are restoring Biafra. After listening to this broadcast, I want them to go and do it. Let them go and do it. Now, he has laid a foundation that the DOS is nowhere restoring Biafra. That is number one. Then number two, let us go to the number two, which I just want to educate them a little. Listen.
The straightforward question: what is the US doing to restore Biafra?
DOS is at the moment is not restoring Biafra. We are trying to create awareness to waken people like you up and others in Biafraland to know that we need to be free, because we can't do it alone. We have a population that are misled to believe that Nigerian government is there for them to cater for their needs. So you cannot get your referendum where you've never carried your people along, where you've never waking your people up to know they need to be free. So what we are doing now is we are creating awareness. We are not rushing. We know what is holding Biafra.
So he said that they are creating awareness. They are not rushing. Now, he said they are letting Biafrans know. They are creating awareness to let Biafrans know that the zoo is not going to help them. Fine and good. I want us to take this one step at a time, because I have a certain message to send across. Now, 7,000 teeth, you have to be here. You have to be here. We are not in any way, again, creating awareness for Biafran people to join Biafra agitation or to know about Biafra agitation or to know that the zoo is not there for us. That's why I said, nwata kwuo okwu amaloka afayara. Eka bo obele nwa ị na-asa arụ n'afọ n'afọ, or you are just a fool at 40. Because if I tell you, I give you reasons and evidence. If there is anything like awareness, if there is anything like awareness creation, the awareness creation we are creating at the moment is international awareness for Biafra Republic government recognition. Not Biafra Republic government recognition, for Biafra recognition internationally. That is the reason why we have a government. That is the reason why our government, through our Biafra liaison offices all across the globe, is sending or are sending recognition letters to the various foreign affairs ministries and offices all across the globe. It is no longer new. The videos are everywhere on social media. Biafrans, through the Biafra government in exile liaison offices all over the world, are going physically meeting the foreign affairs of the international government, of the world, giving them a letter of recognition to recognize Biafra. That is what we are. That is the awareness we are creating. Umokoko, we have left you behind. You do not understand. Due to ego no na landi zu asachielo no anya. Ego no na landi zoo, the money that you collected from the zoo to sell your leader has covered your sight. You can no longer see. We are not creating awareness anymore for Biafra restoration for our people. Because as it stands today, I can hit my chest and tell you authoritatively that there is no any child of 3 years in Biafraland today that is not aware of Biafra or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will give you evidence. My plan was to be here for 2 hours, but I can see it's going to take me to 3 hours. Now, there is no any child of 3 years. 3, I said 3. I minimize it, not even, I'm not talking about 10 years. I'm talking about 3 years. There is no any child of 3 years here in Biafraland that is not aware of Biafra and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No child of 3 years who doesn't know who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is here in Biafraland. Now, other Biafran children in the diaspora, those who were born in the diaspora, are aware of Biafra because their parents must have told them about Biafra. That one is apart. Now, I'm not talking about the ones that their parents told them about Biafra here in Biafraland. I'm saying that naturally, every Biafran child from 3 years and above is aware of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They know the face of Mazi. They know who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is, and they know every single thing about Biafra today. That is how far we have created awareness. Now, are you telling me that awareness that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started creating for the past 13 years, since 2011, is in vain? All the physical rallies that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu coordinated in 2017 after his release from the Kuje prison was in vain. Are you telling me that the awareness created by Mazi Simon Ekpa and all of us that have bigger platform on media, that all the awareness we have been creating since 2019, you called us 2019 agitators, right? Fine, I have accepted. But I am very certain that when I started following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you never know what IPOB was all about. That one I can say it. I know when China Sanwo-Olu joined, I played his audio call yesterday when he called to convince Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he was ready to fight for Biafra. Why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never knew that that was one of the persons who are going to sell him in the future. I know when he joined. I know the date he joined. So, but those of you that conspired, ganged up, and named us 2019 COVID-19 freedom fighters, I have accepted. Yes. Now, the awareness that we have been creating since that COVID-19, as you tagged us, till now, is not enough for Biafrans in homeland here to know about Biafra and to know what is going on, that we are supposed to be free. As if that is not enough. So the subjugation of our people by the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom government is not enough for our people to know that the zoo is not there for them. Apart from those in the politics, which are just only but 1% out of 100% of the Biafra population. 1%, the politicians who enjoy the crops from the master's table under the Zoological Republic, who are just 1% of the Biafran 100% population. Apart from them, are you telling me that the subjugation, the massacre, the hunger, the relegation of the Biafran people in the Zoological Republic is not enough for every Biafran human being to know that the zoo is not for us, apart from you are in politics? The inhuman treatment, the discrimination, the sideline of the Biafran, of the Biafrans in the political or in the affairs of the Zoological Republic is not enough for Biafrans to know that the zoo is not for them. The demolition of our properties under the Zoological Republic settings is not enough for Biafrans to know that Biafra is not, that Nigeria is not for them. The deportation of the Biafran people from Lagos to Onitsha, which has gone down the record lane, is not enough for Biafrans to know that the zoo is not for them. Now, as if that is not enough, let me now show you the reason why I said that a 3-year-old child in Biafra today knows who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is and knows every single thing about Biafra. Let me give you an example. Pay attention. In the year 2021, June 27th, 2021, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, was renditioned to the zoo, whereby Abubakar Malami, the then Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, made a broadcast on a national television that they have brought Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria. From that very moment, next month is going to be 3 good years that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was brought back to the zoo. Next month. So I can say right now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been incarcerated for 3 good years. I can authoritatively say it, and I can correctly say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is now 3 years in custody of the DSS. Now, a child of 3 years that was born in the same year 2021, who should be in the kindergarten or nursery school, whatever you may call it, today, is aware that Biafra is existing and Biafra wants to be free, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the custody. How do they know? A child of 3 years does not need his parents or her parents to tell her about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A child of 3 years does not need, I'm talking about those here in Biafra, does not need the instruction or tuition from his or her parents to know about the restoration of Biafra and the incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because I believe that a child of 3 years today has started school, at least in Takala. In Kanwana upon Takala, na Igbo. We call it in Takala. In English, we call it nursery or kindergarten. So a child of 3 years has already started nursery or kindergarten, whichever name you may go with. And every Monday, listen, I'm DOS, we are teaching you so that if pụtacha ikwu okwu ibele ebelu ịmalụ ka esi wee debe ọnụ wee kwuo okwu, because unu kwuo unu mepe ọnụ na-esi unu amala ekwu okwu unu amala ife. Now, this same child of 3 years, remember, I have minimized it, I have shrinked it to 3 years. I'm not talking about 5, I'm not talking about 10 years, I'm not talking about adults, 20 years and above. I'm talking about a child of 3 years. That is to show you how serious it is. A child of 3 years who is in kindergarten and does not attend school every Monday for the past 3 years. Since that child started schooling, maybe at the age of 2, that he started going to nursery school. Not daycare. From the age of 2, that she started nursery school or kindergarten. And every Monday, that kid does not go to school, does not attend classes on Mondays, and must have asked the teacher, why are we not going to school on Mondays? That's why I told you that he doesn't need to watch television to know about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. For him to know that he cannot attend school on Monday, and he must know the reason. The reason why you are sitting at home in Biafra for every Monday is because there is somebody called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu who is in the prison, illegally detained in the DSS custody, and he is a Biafran agitator. He is a Biafran leader. That is the reason if you can hear me now. Kindly let me know if you can hear me now, please. We encountered a network, problem. Can you hear my voice? Please let me know if my voice is coming out clear right now. Please let me know in the comment section. Somebody said, I hope you're not gone like yesterday. What do you mean? Can you hear my voice now? Please let me know in the comment section so that we can proceed. We are coming to the end of the broadcast. Let me know if you can hear me. I want to round up. Okay. All right. So we move. Now, I'm dissecting this Okoko and, the members of the criminal gang known as the defunct DOS. Ndilelo, their leader. Those that saw their leader. Now, a child of 3 years who is at the moment, who should be in the kindergarten level of her education at the moment, and does not attend school on Mondays, must have known, must have known the reason why he or she does not attend school on Mondays. Must have known the reason why he or she cannot go out on Mondays. Teacher, why are we not coming to school on Mondays? You are not coming to the school on Mondays because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the prison, and the Biafran people are protesting against his illegal detention with every Monday sit at home. The idiot, I was told that he was deported a couple of months ago. He was deported. He's here. So I want him to know. I want him to go around, though I don't know where he is. Maybe he's in Lagos, I don't know. If he is in Biafraland, I want him to go around and ask little children, why are you not attending schools on Mondays? And the response from those little kids will shock him. The response will shock him. So if these little children are aware that the reason why they are not attending school on Mondays and the reason why they cannot go out on Mondays is because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being illegally detained. Now, what about adults? What about adults? What about adults? And you are telling me you are creating awareness. Which awareness? For who? When little children are aware that the reason why Mondays are being shut down in entire Biafra territory, especially where they call Southeast and some parts of South. The reason why Biafraland is being shut down is because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being illegally detained. That is the reason why every Monday is shut down in Biafra territory. And you still tell me that you still have the guts, you have the face to come out to say on social media that you are creating awareness for Biafra. For Biafran people who are here in Biafra land to know that the zoo is not good for them. You cannot conduct referendum now because they need to know first that the zoo is not, it does not mean well for them. Are you kidding me? So they don't know before. They are not aware that the zoo is not for them. So all the videos you are seeing for the past 2 weeks, when how Biafrans are coming out en mass to cast their votes, is not real. They are concocted. that is how you know someone who is completely deluded. That's how you know a deluded individual, a deluded moron. A deluded moron. They are creating awareness. For the past 25 years, since 1999, when Owazurike started Biafra, for the past 25 years, since 1999 till today, Oko is still creating awareness. Oko is still creating awareness for the past 25 years that Owazurike started agitation for Biafra. Let us leave what happened in the past, like between 1967 to 1970, because they distorted history in the school. They removed our history from the school. They don't teach our children the history of Nigeria today in the school. No any school that Biafra war is being taught in the entire Zoological Republic. So let's leave that one by the side. Since 1999, which is what they call Gen Z now, because from 25 years downward is Gen Z generation. Since 1999 to 2024, that makes 25 good years. Oko in 21st century is still creating awareness. Hey, Okono si we no behind. Okono si no behind. Hey, hello Melo. Mad people everywhere. Call me on WhatsApp at these very closing stages on +358 41585 1133. Call me on WhatsApp on these very closing stages of this broadcast on +358 41585 1133. If you have anything to say, call me right now. You have only but 5 more minutes to go because I'm shutting down. And when you call, please make sure that you utilize only 2 minutes to make your input. I have only 5 more minutes. If you call now, then I'm going to answer your call. But if you don't call now, please don't bother calling after the broadcast is over, unless you have a very important message to give to me. Oko is still creating awareness after 25 years of Biafra, of resurgence of Biafra.
All right, no problem. So I'm calling from Las Vegas, United States.
Okay.
So I want to ask you, I glanced through your video right now.
Is it the first time you're watching me?
This is my first time I'm watching you. I just
All right.
stumbled through the videos right
All
now.
right.
So I want to ask you a question. I heard you talking about the self-referendum going on.
Yes.
You said there's guys like eight persons.
Yes.
So I want to ask you a clear question.
Mhm.
Obviously you belong to the US. The straightforward question: what is the US doing to restore Biafra?
The US. Is at the moment is not restoring Biafra. We are trying to create awareness.
All right, no problem. So I'm calling from Las Vegas, United States.
Okay.
So I want to ask you. I glanced through your video right now.
Is it the first time you're watching me?
This is my first time I'm watching you. I just
All right.
stumbled through the videos right
All
now.
right.
So I want to ask you a question. I heard you talking about the self-referendum going on.
Yes.
You said there's guys like eight persons.
Yes.
So I want to ask you a clear question.
Mhm.
Obviously you belong to the US. The straightforward question: what is the US doing to restore Biafra?
The US is at the moment is not restoring Biafra. We are trying to create awareness to waken people like you up and others in Biafraland to know that we need to be free, because we can't do it alone. We have a population that are misled to believe that Nigerian government is there for them to cater for their needs. So you cannot get a referendum where you've never carried your people along, where you've never waking your people up to know they need to be free. So what we are doing now is we are creating awareness. We are not rushing. We know what is holding Biafra. Biafra